UFC 283 Teixeira versus Hill takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detail predictions. First pay-per-view of the year 2023. Let's get started. Starting with the early prelim opener of Daniel Marcos versus Simon Oliveira. No brainer here. Daniel Marcos, obviously, 13-year-old prospect, 13-0 prospect, 29 years old, looking good here. Beat Brandon Lewis on the Contender Series, showed some good grappling, and I just think he'll go out there and beat Simon Oliveira, who's a bit brain dead skill-wise. You know, I mean, he kept pulling guillotines against Tony Gravely. Don't know why. And Jose Alday is just not the best of opponents. So I'm definitely going to pick Daniel Marcos to use the grappling here, get the job done. He hasn't fought in over a year as well. Close to over a year now for Oliveira. Daniel Marcos fought Brandon Lewis in September. So he's been more active. Marcos will win, in my opinion, get the job done. A lot of people are picking Indy's the underdog. I don't know why people are why are people picking Oliveira? He's not that good. Moving on, taking the underdog here in Daniel Marcos. Moving on up the card, Lacerta. There's more to his name, but Lacerta versus Luanne Lacerta versus Cody Stamann. I'm gonna be going for Luanne Lacerta here. Cody Stamann. He's just not good, is he? Like, yeah, he beat Eddie Wineland and had good win, punches, knees, elbows, but it's Eddie Wineland. It's not like he beat a GOAT, the best fighter of all time, Eddie Wineland. You know, like, he beat Eddie Wineland, but anyone can. And Saeed beat him, Marab beat him, Rivera beat him. He beat Kelleher, but Kelleher's hit and miss these days. And I just think Luanne Lacerta will go out there and get it done here. He fought in LFA. I think he's looking good at LFA as well. And I just think he'll go out and get a guillotine choke. He's got a bunch of them over week competition, but Stamann's not the greatest. I don't see Stamann out grappling him or KOing him, so why are people picking Stamann? The odds are messed up. Why are people picking Stamann? I'm going Luanne Lacerta. I just think, why are people picking Stamann? He's actually legit shit. I'm picking Luanne Lacerta. First round guillotine. Stamann gets rocked in the feet, shoots for a bad takedown, gets Saeed, and I think Luanne Lacerta gets it done. Moving on up the card, Josiane Nunes versus Zara Farron. I'm gonna go for Josiane Nunes. I think this is a lock of the century, to be honest with you. I think this is a lock of the century. Zara Farron's complete shit. Like, she hasn't fought in 3 years. Close to 3 years, let's just say. Let's round it up. 3 years. She hasn't fought in 3 hell years. And she pulled out against Aylin Perez. She pulled out against Jocelyn Edwards. She pulled out against Josiane Nunes when they were originally supposed to fight. She missed weight. Obviously, she'll lose this one, get KO'd in round 1. Lock of the century, probably. Josiane Nunes will definitely win this one. She KO'd B. Malecki. Romana Pascal has a good chin on her. She does. So she couldn't KO Pascal, but Zara Farron is like, how old is Zara Farron? 36 years old to the 29-year-old Josiane Nunes, who, let's be real, has a lot of power in her hands. So, she has a reach disadvantage, but I doubt Zara Farron will do anything. So, I'm definitely she's a lot taller. But I'm going with Josiane Nunes, definitely getting this one done. Moving on up the card to Warley Alves versus Nicholas Dalby. Definitely a 50-50 here. I'm going with Nicholas Dalby, though. I just can't trust Warley Alves the way I used to before. Like, yeah, he beat Monir Lazez, who's quite good in this division. He's actually really good. He's just nothing really. No, Lazez is good, but Warley Alves isn't really anything. And he pulled out against Jack Della Maddalena. And Jeremiah Wells, like, he got put down by him. Wells is good, though. I just think Like, Randy Brown beat him. James Krause beat him. I think Dalby will be able to outpoint him without getting KO'd. Like, he beat Claudio Silva in that last one. Lost to Tim Means, but Means can be a bit tricky sometimes. And he beat Daniel Rodriguez, where he arguably should have lost, but I'm trusting Dalby to outpoint him here in a close fight. 29-28, Nicholas Dalby. Wow, the odds are ridiculous today. Jeez. Dalby, minus 115 for Alves. So Alves, for Alves, sorry. Not Alves. I'm thinking of Sam Alves mixed with Alves and Dalby. But, Alves is the favorite. I'm picking Nicholas Dalby there. Moving on up the card. Terence McKinney versus Ishmael Bonham. His brother's also fighting Lezez in a few fights. We'll predict that soon. I'm going with Terence McKinney. I trust him here. Like, I seen this Ishmael Bonham guy. He seems pretty decent. I just don't see him winning this, though. Like, he beat Abasov on the Contender Series, and he has beat good competition over his career, but I think I'm going to trust Terence McKinney to go out there and get it done. I really do. He's the favorite here. I think he wins this one. I really do. Yeah. I'll trust Terence McKinney to get this one done. Ishmael Bonham is just, he's good, but I think it's a little too soon. His debut against McKinney, I'll take McKinney. Yeah, I'll take McKinney, getting this one done. Yeah, I think he'll get it done by KO in like a big, like, I think he'll KO Bonham out cold in like a big, like, scrap. So McKinney wins. Moving on up the card. Gelton Almeida versus Shamil Abdarakimov. I'm going with Gelton Almeida. Getting this one done over Shamil Abdarakimov. I think he wins it. Yeah. Shamil's old, man. Like, why? Wish I could. I'm going to be a fight manager one day to tell these guys to fucking quit. Shamil, why is he here? 41 years old. Like, he got KO'd by Pavlovich and Dawkins. Why is he still here? Obviously, I'm going to go Gelton Almeida, grappling with him here. Blaze was able to and destroy him on the ground, so Almeida will do the same. And he beat Anton Tukalj in the meantime, so I'm picking him to win this one with the grappling. And I think he'll get it done over Shamil. Another lock on the card. Yeah, moving on up the card. This card's a long card. Gabriel Bonham versus Monir Lezez, the brother of Ishmael Bonham. Monir Lezez. I think the Bonham brothers will fucking fail. Monir Lezez will get this one done. I think. He's very good, Monir Lezez, and he has improved. He beat Angelusa. On short notice, I get it, but Angelusa is really good. More of the Alves he lost to, obviously, too. I think he wins this one, though. Outpointing Gabriel Bonham. Underdog Lezez. Dude, I'm going to make lots of fucking money this card. I know I can bet, but make some money on this card. Monir Lezez will get this one done, in my opinion. He has a 4.5-inch reach advantage. You know? I think Lezez will win this one. But yeah, I think Lezez will win close 29-28 decision. Moving on up the card, Thiago Moises versus Melquizael Costa. I'm going with Thiago Moises. I know the other guy. The UFC signed him for a reason. Melk. His name's Melk. He's actually not bad. Like, he beat 12-5 Junior Mello, 12-11. Like, he hasn't. Yeah, like, he's not that good, but he's decent enough. But I think Thiago Moises will take his back and choke him out. He was originally supposed to fight Garam Kutadalidze. I think he'll win this one against Melquizael Costa. Rear naked choke. Get it done. I think Moises gets that one easily. Moving on up the card. Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. Or Ferreira, whatever it is. I'll go with Gregory Rodriguez. It's risky, though. He was originally supposed to fight Brad Tavares, but Tavares pulled out. But he beat Chidi and Jaquani. I thought he was going to beat Tavares personally. That would have been a war. Fuck Tavares, man. The pussy. But he beat Julian Marquez and Chidi and Jaquani. I think he'll beat Bruno Ferreira by second round ward KO. Ferreira lands big shots early on him. He beat Leon Eliu, the Italian guy in the Contender Series. I think he'll beat Gregory Rodriguez. No, I think Gregory Rodriguez will get hurt early, but then come back at the end of the first round or second round on a gassed out Bruno the Hulk Ferreira. Big favorite Rodriguez. I think he gets it done. Moving on. I love Rodriguez's fights. He's underrated. Moving on up the card. Mauricio Shogun Hua versus Ihor Potieria. I just can't trust Shogun, man. Ihor Potieria, I'll be real here. He's a fucking shit fighter. Has beaten cans all over his career. Nikolai Negumereanu isn't even that good, and he was able to beat him. I'm picking Ihor Potieria here. He's shit, though. I can see Shogun pulling it off somehow. Shogun wins. And it's just last fight Shogun. And should have won against OSP, kinda. But that was such a slow-paced fight. Don't know who to pick. Really. Fuck. Beat Tyson Pedro. I'll go Potieria, though, catching him. Shogun rushes in, gets checked, took, and put out cold. Yeah. I'm going Ihor Potieria. Big favorite here. 26 to the 41-year-old in Shogun. 6'3". Shogun has a reach advantage, but not by a lot. Potieria wins, but I'm worried. Moving on up the card to the main card. Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker. Both of these guys are worrying, but I trust Johnny Walker a lot more here. Paul Craig is just... After that last one against Volkan Ozdemir, man, you just can't trust him, I don't think. I really don't think you can trust him. He beat Krylov, I get it, and he beat Jamal Hill, who's now fighting for a title in the main event. And I know he beat Ankalaev as well, but you gotta take in fact of that last one against Ozdemir. He can win these fights, Paul Craig. But he's always losing till he gets these. And I think Johnny Walker now, I think it's now or never for him. Because I think he's going to start taking this seriously. Because he beat Kutalaba in that last one. A fresh win over Kutalaba. Got the rear naked choke over Ion Kutalaba. But I think he'll be too much here for Paul Craig, stylistically. Craig won't out-grapple him. Yes, triangle chokes are there for Craig. And he could get a triangle on Walker, I get it. Walker's explosive, though. Krylov sometimes is a bit of an idiot. And he gets caught, whatever. Jamal Hill. Things happen. Hill's learned a lot from that loss. I just think, going to a draw of Shogun, and I just trust Johnny Walker to go out there, get stuck in a triangle, but then get out and have big shots. Boom, boom, boom. Over Miocic style. I trust Johnny Walker to get this one done. In Brazil as well. And he has a big reach advantage, right? Yeah. A 6-inch reach advantage. And if it's on the feet, I trust him a lot. And Craig in an interview said he doesn't mind trading on the feet. Which could work. But I think Walker beats him. Moving on. What the hell? Moving on up the card. Jessica Andrade versus Lauren Murphy. Jessica Andrade first round KO. Lauren Murphy, yeah, she beat Miesha Tate, but she didn't beat Andrade. But yeah, she beat Miesha Tate in that last one, but it's just... Miesha Tate's shit. Yeah, you beat Miesha Tate. You're such a legend, Lauren Murphy. You're such a legend. You beat shit Miesha Tate, who doesn't know how to fucking fight, and fluked her way to a fucking belt at a good time. Yay! But seriously, though, Andrade will whoop her in round 1. It's such a bad fight for Lauren Murphy. Like, Andrade will ruin her. I think Fiorot kind of got lucky not getting the Andrade fight. Because she beat Lemos, who's now looking good. Calvillo, whatever. Whatever with Calvillo. But, she beat Chikagian. Almost beat Rose, you know. Shevchenko and Zhang kind of handled her, but I think she's going to win this against Lauren Murphy. Like, it'll be... Oh, she's a big favorite. Like, it'll be close, 62-68. Holy fuck. Jesus. A 6-inch reach advantage for Murphy, but I think it'll be like... It's looking decent, nothing's happening. Big right hand from Andrade. Big left hook. Big shots. Shevchenko rocked fucking Murphy all over the place, so Andrade will finish her there. Andrade will get the job done. Easy work. Moving on up the card to the feature fight. Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny. I got Burns. It's risky though. By the way, I'll keep these a bit brief. These last 3, because I'll make individual prediction and breakdown videos this week about them. But Burns will win this one. Magny's a good underdog. Magny, I get it. He's a good underdog. But Burns is gonna win this because he showed up against Shimaev and looked like a beast. Looked like a beast against Hamzat and almost beat him. You know, almost beat Hamzat. You know? I think Burns is going to not have that threat. Magny just doesn't... I don't trust him. Shafkat beat him. You know? Chiesa beat him. I know you can say Shafkat's good, but Chiesa out-grappled him and dominated him for 5 rounds. Max Griffin arguably should have won against him. He beat Jeff Neal, which makes no fucking sense, but I think he'll go out there. I know he recently beat Daniel Rodriguez, but Rodriguez has some grappling and exchanges on him. And Burns... This is what Burns needs to do. And needs to worry about. Don't get jabbed up, and I know Magny can have that, but Usman kind of had power behind his jabs, as where Magny didn't have really much of power at all. And I know he beat D-Rod, but D-Rod turned out to be quite shit. So I'm going Burns. Magny can't shoot on Burns because of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu threat. Magny ain't gonna have... Oh, Darce choke Burns. Watch out. And of course he needs to watch out, but Magny's going to be too thinking about everything, and Burns just needs to have a good, strict grappling game plan. He had it against Wonderboy, who arguably has better takedown defense than Magny, and Wonderboy would skull Max Griffin, not go to a split decision with him. Gilbert Burns wins this one, in my opinion. First shot arm triangle. I think he gets it done. Moving on up the card to the co-main event. Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno for the quadrilogy. I'm going with Brandon Moreno this time. I am. I think Brandon Moreno gets this one done. This time out, I think he gets it done over Deiveson Figueiredo in a close fight, but Moreno gets the edge this time. I think Brandon Moreno's got everything here. I know he lost James Krause, but I still believe in him. He's young, and everyone will sacrifice things just for Brandon Moreno. They will, you know? I picked Moreno all 3 fights. No, I picked Figueiredo in the first fight, obviously. You're an idiot if you picked Moreno. Second fight, I picked Moreno, but you can pick Figgy. Third fight, you have to go Moreno. Fourth fight, you can whatever. Moreno should win. This is kind of like a hardcore test now to see who you're picking here. But Moreno will win. Younger. Figueiredo hasn't fought for a year. I think Moreno will win this one. He fought Kai Kara France 6 months ago. And Figueiredo's 35 to the 29-year-old Moreno. Moreno wins. He was winning the trilogy until he got dropped in round 3 and 5. I think this time it will be close. No knockdowns. Moreno outscraps Figgy, though, because of the age. And he's been more active and becomes the new champ and fights Pantoja. Moving on up the card to the main event. Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill. I'm going Glover. I'm picking Glover. And I know every time I go against Glover, he wins. And every time I pick Glover, he loses. Like, I doubted him every other fight. He won. I picked him to beat Yuri. He lost, but he beats Jamal Hill, in my opinion. Too soon for Hill, in my opinion. I know the timing's here. And maybe this is Hill's chance to become a world champ. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. He got pulled from the Anthony Smith fight to fight Glover. I just think he's an underdog, Glover. And Glover will win this one, I think. I'll make an individual prediction for this tomorrow, probably. But Glover will win. And I think he'll win this, man. Like, yeah, he can have struggles against Ankalaev, Yuri in a rematch, but Jamal Hill he'll win against. I don't think Hill will chin him. And I think Jamal Hill is going to try to go out there, and I think he'll drop Glover for 1-2. Rush in for big shots. Glover covers up. I think then Glover will get a double leg, take down Jamal Hill. He'll get back up, take him down again, and get the back of Jamal Hill. And get the hooks in, and get a rear naked choke. You know, and he'll have to tap. Comeback win for Glover. And it'll be very short. I'm going Glover. I think he'll get this one done. And Thiago Santos taking you down over and over and over and over isn't a fucking good sign. You know? And Santos, I get doesn't have to be today, but imagine if that's Glover taking you down. Not take you down. You know, he's not like Oliveira where you can just get your back somehow. He'll slam you down, take you down. He was doing that to Blachowicz and Yuri and Santos himself. And you beat Walker and Crute. You know? And Glover, in my opinion, here, should chop the legs of Hill. Land some leg kicks for once. I know Glover probably won't do that because of his style, but chop the legs of Hill. Give him something to worry about. Glover has underrated power in his hands. Why not crack Hill in the chin here and there? Give him something to worry about. Glover wins, in my opinion. Rear naked choke round 1. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Glover Teixeira gets this one done over Jamal Hill. And this is the full card breakdown and in detail predictions for UFC 283. Teixeira versus Hill. And if Teixeira loses, retire. If Hill wins, fight the winner of Ankalaev Blachowicz. Or just wait for Yuri himself. Glover wins, though. I think he should ignore Ankalaev because it's a bad fight. Rematch Yuri in August. Later than that. Peace.